Okay, I'm going to demonstrate how to make a gradient graphics here using Microsoft Expression Design 3. We'll just do File, New, and our new document window comes up. Basically, you're defining the area, the canvas that you want to work on. So we're just going to call it Test, and let's go ahead and accept a width of 6 pixels by 50 pixels, and a typical resolution for web safe stuff is 96 pixels. So this is, for instance, I'll make one for a border for our web page, and I'm going to click OK, and here it is. And if I click on the hand, you can see I can reposition my document a little bit if I wanted. Go back to our selection tool. So let's go ahead and do a quick little rectangle. We'll click on the rectangle tool, and we'll just drag this. And there we go. And there's our color based on whatever color we've picked over here. So you can see I can change the color pretty easily, depending what part of the spectrum I want to work with. Now, in order to do a gradient, I go over here and click on More Swatches. So these little color squares here are called swatches. And I'm going to go down to Categories, and you can see we have a category called Gradient. And we have various gradients, predefined gradients that we can apply. And so we'll go ahead and start with that one there. And as you can see, we've already got a gradient. It's very easy. And let's go to our selector tool. Let's click on this. And so you see over here, this is the left edge of the gradient of the graphics, and I click over here, and that is the color of the right one. The colors are showing up here in the RGB values, as well as your hexadecimal down here. A few important settings that I've learned is to make sure that it's set to no stroke right here. The width, as you can see, is set to 0. Opacity is 100%, and we've got our width down here to 100% as well. If I go ahead and change this, let's say something to 75, you can see that it actually affects the width or the depth of the gradient. Let's change it to 50, and there you go. So let's go back to 100. Okay. Let's say I wanted to go from this color here to actually white over here, where there's a quick way of doing it. I'll just click on the end over there, and if I hover over this one here, it says press Alt and click to apply selected gradient stop. So Alt and click. Oh, I forgot to select it. I have to select the actual graphics here. Got it selected. We're going to click over here, and then we're going to hold the Alt key down and click here, and now you can see it goes from whatever color you wanted it to start with to pure white. And of course we can play around with this a little more and see the effects as well. Okay, so we'll rotate the document. It's another nice little effect we can do. So we'll go File, Rotate Document, and how about clockwise? Click on our little hand over here, move it back into the viewing area a little better. We can change the zoom again. There we are. So I can just keep rotating it, do whatever I need to do there. Okay, so now we can go ahead and export this. So let's make sure we've got it selected. We're simply going to go File and then click on Export. And then you've got a couple choices over here. You've got PNG, JPEG, and GIF, and as you click on each one of these, it tells you the size of the file that it's going to create here. So there's 13 kilobytes, and if I do a JPEG, you can see it's a lot larger, and usually you lose some quality as well. And there's a GIF, that's 10 kilobytes, but we're going to go ahead and go back to PNG because usually it's a more recognizable size. We can do scale to fit and things, and this is the actual image right there, as you can see. Alright, and then you pick your path where you want to save it. You give it a name. It defaults to the name of your project, and you just choose Export All. And I've already got the file out there, so I'm just going to go ahead and replace it. And so now, okay, so now if I go ahead and open up my Explorer window, you can see there's the file I just created. Dimensions right here, 50 by 6 pixels. I can go ahead and just open this up, and we'll zoom in, and there you go. It's that easy.